Thanks so much for this fan art selection of the week. If you want your chance to be featured, make sure that you follow Chucky Chicken on all social media or head on over to our Discord. We'll be starting the show real soon, folks. Have you ever wanted to learn how to animate the Pixar way? Well, now's your chance with Pixar in a Box, a behind-the-scenes look at how Pixar artists do their jobs. The subjects you learned in school, math, science, computer science, and humanities, are used every day to create amazing movies at Pixar. This collaboration between Pixar Animation Studios and Khan Academy is sponsored by Disney. If you have any questions or you want to learn more, head on over to khanacademy.org/computing/Pixar and start making tunes the Pixar way today.
Rise and shine, Chucketeers! Coming to you live on YouTube, it's time once again for the Cluckin Crew Podcast! With your hosts, series creator and voice of Chucky Chicken, Michael Cook, lead director, storyboard artist, and compositor, Elias Levine, and art director, lead character designer, and lore keeper, Tino Calcaterra! Join us for animation news, behind-the-scenes info on the series, special guests, audience interactive events, and much more. And now, on with the show!
Hello! Yes, hi everybody, and welcome to the Cluckin Crew podcast. The official Chucky Chicken podcast. Absolutely. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show. I am your host, Michael Cook, the creator and voice of Chucky himself, and with me today is my very good friend, director, producer, and head of storyboards, Elias Levine.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Yeah, we do have
Good to be back.
Yes, we do have a very special guest today, but he will be popping in a little later in the program, so fret not. He is here. So, but we have stuff that we gotta do first. But I do want to I do have to clear the air about the little Pixar in a Box promo that you saw before. We are not sponsored by them.
Yes, we're not sponsored.
No.
We just thought it was cool.
Yes, exactly.
But I mean, if they wanted to sponsor,
we'll take that. We'll take that Disney money that they're not using to make good things. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. If this is your first time here, thank you for tuning in. We love having new folks come in and join our Cluckin Crew.
Happy in the chat.
Oh
What's
my
up,
goodness, Happy is
going?
here. We haven't seen you in 5 ever. That's more than 4.
Boy,
ever.
we're happy to see you.
All right. Okay, all right, hold on. I'll give it to you. Go ahead, say it again. Do it, say the line again.
Oh. Well, I think
Just
the moment's kind of passed a little bit.
There we go. Yay.
That works.
All right, well, anyway, let's see who else is here besides Happy. We have Kimberly Nunu Gonzalez. Hello, Kimberly. Good to see you. Billy California's back. Jolly Rancher Guy 2.0. How you do? Owen Tunes is here. I thought I saw Farnoggin. He's here, too. What up, buddy? Cockadoodle Doo and how do you do from Charlie Har Studios. Good to see you, man. Jurassic Nation's here. Our boy Saberwing is in the house. Our good friend Obsidian Archives. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Redbone. We have Redbone here. Welcome. This is your first time tuning in. We got Cat Fox. We have Adam McClelland. Good to see you again, my friend. We have Cartoonosaurus Rex has returned. Absolutely. Let's see who else we got going on here. And, yeah, that's everybody so far. Oh, and William Charles Bynum, the cartoon fan. Welcome. Oh, yeah. I'm your boy. You are my boy, Saberwing. You are indeed my boy. We love you. Anyway, if you haven't done so already, we do highly encourage that you please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time that we go online. Weekly shows every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, only here on YouTube. And now we have a special guest, and we have a lot to go through at the beginning of the show. And so, without further ado, Elias, hit me with that music because we're talking about the news.
I clicked the wrong.
Oh.
You got Adam here too.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Well, this.
Oh no, that's a great one. Anyway, this is gonna be fun. Yeah. This works. This is fine. This is good.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
This is what happens when we.
Happened early enough, we might get 2.
Oh my god, the chat's not even in the right spot either. Oh my lord, hang on a second. Here we go. All right, I think we're good. Oh no, what's happening?
What, Mike? No.
What's
happening?
I don't know. Like something happened with the stream. Are we back? Are we good?
What do you mean? We've been on.
YouTube is not receiving it. Oh wait, it's saying that there's an error. There's this poor. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. Okay. That's weird. No, we're not going to end the stream.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I think we're okay.
Okay, I think so too. Are we still live? Are we still doing our thing? I just got this weird
Let me-
notification.
This is
Oh, viewers will experience
Yeah,
buffing. Okay, all right, that's fine.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
We did die for a second there, I think.
We did die for a second. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We're having a weird error. Today is the day. Holy cow, we are having all the errors today, so this will be fun. All right, we are on with the cracking news.
Yes.
Yes, cracking news, absolutely. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. Our top story for the evening. The indie the Kickstarter for the indie animated series Wheels and Roses made its $100,000 Kickstarter goal today. The other day. Okay, we're back on. Cool. So yeah, they made their goal of $100,000. I think they got like 100,650 something bucks, which is they're saying the stream was afraid of the laughter, so my laughter was overpowering the stream. So cool.
Your laughter sent a sonic boom directly into the servers.
It did. Anyway, so yeah, congratulations to the team over at Orange Blossom Studios for a successful Kickstarter of Wheels and Roses. They did it. Hooray. So lots of love to them. I did make a little pledge, I think of like $25 to them. So, because I wanted to, we want to support
every little bit counts.
Absolutely. So, but yeah, so major congrats to them. That's what I'm going to talk about with this particular show because they made their goal.
It's about as much as we know it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
am I incorrect or? Did I see something about it being picked up by Crunchyroll or something?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's me. I could be totally wrong on that. Do not take that as gospel. Do not cancel me on Twitter for being wrong.
Oh my gosh. Happy Coma says the mating call level laughter of Mike broke the stream. All right, that's enough Mike's laugh jokes for today. All right, well, we got some good news, but now we got to talk some bad news. Unfortunately, Rooster Teeth, which has been a massive part of the internet for well about 20 years, if not more at this point, is shutting down for good. Warner Brothers is officially shutting down Rooster Teeth, with the exception of their podcast division. Big hits like Ruby, Red versus Blue, which I actually remember Red versus Blue back when I was all the way in high school, like 20 years ago, which is insane.
From what I understand, not everything related to Rooster Teeth is going to be canceled.
No, their podcasts are going to stay around.
Yeah,
that's the only thing though. But yeah, Rooster Teeth is done. Warner's is shuttering it. Very, very sad. Obviously, Rooster Teeth is up there with folks like Machinima. One of the first major, players here on YouTube, especially for animation and gaming. And they're kind of like, College Humor. They are one of the OGs. So we have to, salute them and say bon voyage and thank you to all of the folks over the course of 20 plus years. Holy cow. I only knew them really for Red versus Blue, but I know that they've been around. They've done so many cool things. But what about you? What's one of your favorite Rooster Teeth things that they've done?
I used to watch some of their gaming content.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I think I was probably mostly just watching Let's Plays because I forget. I believe I forget the names of people, but I liked their
status quo for you.
Yeah, listen. PSA to literally everyone. I don't know your name. and it's gonna take me at least like a dozen times before I remember. And
It
I'm
took him.
sorry.
It took him a month to learn my name. So
Well, to be fair, your name is a bit easier because like half of my family is named Mike.
wow. All right. That I set you up for a joke, but you totally passed on it. So all right, whatever.
I didn't pick up what you put down. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's all right. It's all good. So yeah. So R.I.P. to one of the goats of the internet and YouTube, Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, hugely influential to like
A lot of people.
independent startups. Like
Yeah.
I don't if Rooster Teeth wasn't a thing, I don't think college humor would be a thing. You know?
That's very true.
Because they
right?
kind of set the bar for that kind of pipeline in
Yeah.
from being just like one YouTube channel turning into like a group of people like coming together
Yeah.
and making content together and
Yeah.
then turning that into like an actual like business
Yeah.
like it's
It's insane. Like
yeah.
Machinima and Normal Boots and all of those, MCNs. Like this was like one of the first. So, let us know in the comments down below what was one of your favorite Rooster Teeth properties, and if you're gonna miss them, or if you think about time that they should have been gone a long time ago. But we're gonna move on because I know I'm really really late to the party with this next story, but I just discovered it and I'm super excited about it. And I figured you get a kick out of it because it's video game related. So, Limited Run Games is coming out with a Rugrats Nintendo Entertainment System game.
Wow.
They are creating, like, apparently the marketing is like, this is the game that should have come out 30 years ago when the show was first running. And it's apparently, it's a side scroller. It's got a lot of Super Mario Brothers 2 and Bonk vibes, if you remember Bonk
Yeah.
from Bonk's Adventure. And it's super cool. It's done pretty much verbatim like an old school Nintendo game, right? I don't know why Cat Fox, but I'm stoked for it. I mean, I grew up with Rugrats, right?
So
like, this is
so
my
they're
childhood, right?
making it for
For the
the
Nintendo,
SNES?
yeah, for the NES, not the SNES. The
Oh, wow.
NES. They're actually releasing cartridges that you can play into your system. It's multi-platform, right? They're going to
Yeah.
be doing it on all the consoles, and they're having a
Okay,
NES
okay.
release. For the
That's really cool though.
yeah, and then for the multi-console, there is also the high-res form of the game, which makes it look like a typical, kind of like a, like you're playing the television show, which is super cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I thought this was cute, and I wanted to promote it. So Limited Run Games. I don't know exactly when the game is coming out. I know it's coming out this year. We're not sure when, but yeah. Absolutely. Let's get more of this. I'm super down for that. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
one day there'll be a Chucky Chicken video game. I mean, we got all the stuff for it. That's for sure. But
Well, except for like
we got the music.
knowing how to code.
We have the music. That's for sure.
That's like 90% of the game, right?
Exactly. The one song. The one song. I mean, it worked for Mario, right? I mean, come on.
Word for the stream.
Exactly. True. So, but anyway, so that's the news.
I have news.
Oh, you have news. You
Yeah, I
do have
posted it in
news.
the streaming green room.
Oh, you did. Okay, hold on. All right, let me put it here real quick. It's not like we have a guest or anything that's waiting to hop
I
on
know.
here.
I just wanted to mention this because I think it's cool.
All right, fine. Give me a second here.
So, for those who are fans of Avatar: The Last Airbender, you might have learned that the studio that created it, they have their own studio now, Studio Avatar, and there are a few movies planned for release. We got our first look at the upcoming Avatar: The Last Airbender film set, I think 12 years after the end of the show. I
Ooh.
believe this was shown at a conference. So yeah, what's cool about this is that the characters are the same ages as the people who would have started watching it when the show came out.
Oh, that's
So
rad.
yeah, and I'm pretty excited. It comes out 2025,
Yeah. Okay,
and
next year.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. All right, good deal. I still have to watch Avatar. I haven't seen the full series, so
Oh, it's so
I
good,
know.
so
I'm
good.
one of those guys. I have, you
I
know.
would watch the cartoon.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't seen
duh.
I haven't seen the live action, and I don't have any hate to the
No,
live
I think
action.
I'm gonna go watch
But
the one on Netflix because I've heard a lot of good things.
yeah, well, I that's the thing. I think if you've never seen the cartoon, if you watch the regular, like if you watch the Netflix one, if you haven't watched the original series, you'll probably be more likely to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it's missing so much of the original charm and the more subtle writing of the original show. Like from what I hear, there's a lot of tell don't show in the live action
Oh,
where
fun
characters are just
exposition. Yeah,
yeah,
love it. So
that's what I've heard. I still need to watch it because I'm interested. Like it looks good
yeah,
as far as like the production value, and like all of the casting is really fantastic.
yeah. Okay, well, good deal.
But yeah, that's the news.
That's the news. Before we go, I do want to bring up another indie show that is, I believe their Kickstarter is ending today for their second episode. I think I've talked about it before on the show. I'm not 100% sure, but I do want to bring it up again. It's called Mech West, and it is a 3D animated show created by the good folks over at Anim School Studios. So the actual animation school started a studio, and this is their first production through this organization. I watched the first episode. It's very cool. It's a wild west. It's basically a show that takes place in the old west with little robots that are running around as like kind of appliances and little servants to the people, and it's a very interesting show. And everyone kind of treats these little guys badly except for the main character of the show, a young gal by the name of Pearl West, and she loves these little guys, and she just takes care of them and keeps them running. It's a very cute little show. I enjoyed it. Definitely go check it out if you haven't done so already. I know they do have a Kickstarter that they're trying to, I said, fundraise the second episode. I know it ends, I think, today. If not, it's already over, so I feel bad. But go support the show anyway.
Yeah, like
go
regardless.
watch it. So
Yeah,
it's a great show. If you love steampunk, if you're a fan of Hullabaloo, it's kind of in that vein, only 3D. So
what do you think like a Western steampunk would be called? I'm thinking it'd be like rust punk.
I mean, that's not a bad idea. Or steam, or a real steam burner, I guess.
Steam burner.
Steam burner, why not? It's a. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But anyway, that's the news. And as always, our news is brought to you by this wonderful. Check out this ad real quick, folks.
Salutations! This is Featherton Fella with cracking news! Chucky Chicken merchandise is finally here! Yes, that's correct. A delightful collection of wares featuring the lovable rooster and his pals. We've got everything from shirts to socks, caps to cardigans, mugs, stickers, and very soon we'll have pins. As many folks know, the production team for the series works on a volunteer basis, so every penny raised through our merch sales goes to helping keep their operation afloat and brings more Chucky cartoons to you in a speedier fashion. So don't dilly-dally any further. Visit ChuckyChickenCartoons.com and click the store tab or use the link on screen. Once again, thank you for your patronage, and we hope to fill you in again soon.
Dang it! I was so close.
Were you
It's okay.
muted?
I was muted. It's fine. We're good though. There we go, folks. Again, all of our Cluckin' Crews are brought to you by our merch store over at chuckychicken.com/merch, or Fourth Wall. Head on over there and look up Chucky Chicken cartoons. We have a lot of really cool stuff up there. We are going to be doing some St. Patty's Day stuff very, very soon. But in the meantime, we're going to take a very short break because we got to rustle up our special guest. But when we come back, Malcolm Ray is in the house. Plus, we're going to be showing off the final version of the Animatic that we had last week. And we have some really cool stuff from our very dear friend, Ibby the Ibster. So, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
What kind of film department are you running down there, Fox?
Oh, come on. I just bought there.
We need a clean slate.
I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
I'm starting to think that maybe what it takes to be a famous director just isn't in me after all.
Hey,
And,
Chucky.
I'm rambling a bit, aren't I?
Here we go. Well, good night.
Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch that. No, stop it!
This is ridiculous. I ain't washed up yet. It's gonna take a lot more than that to get rid of Freddy.
Cheese and crackers. What are you putting in this water, kid?
Soap?
Soap and water. Like a clean soup. I love it.
Oh.
Keep up the great work, kid.
Ooh.
Attention, everyone. I want you all to meet Chucky Chicken.
We already know Chucky, Miss Chelsea.
We sure do. Fair Duncan, best janitor this side of the reefer. Righteous.
Oh, right. Well, you may have known him as a janitor, but now...
Oh, Chuck, you ain't leaving, is you? You was me best mate.
I thought I was your best mate.
No, he's the new co-director.
Oh, well,
Okay.
now I'm just embarrassed.
I always thought he was some kind of rat.
Lovely.
Thanks for the fanfare.
Hi kids, Chucky Chicken here. Remember when you're trick-or-treating, be sure that you only go to neighborhoods and areas that you know really, really well. Near him up.
You were right, Chucky. These Halloween traditions are so much fun. I'm so glad I get to.
Alrighty, folks. As you can see, we also are joined now by our very good friend, art director, lead character designer, and official lore keeper, Tino Cockatera. Say hi, Tino.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Tell me what to do.
Okay, sorry. But now, here we are, the moment y'all been waiting for, our very, very special guest. You've seen him in Channel Awesome's hit series, The Nostalgia Critic. You've heard him as Nico in Lackadaisy, and he is the official voice of Tino Turkey right here in Chucky Chicken. Please welcome our very, very good friend, the one and only Malcolm Ray.
Yeah.
Why is Tino? Hang on.
Individually.
Hold on.
He's the real Tino. That's the real Tino.
He's the real Tino.
He's the.
Yeah. So we're fighting for the same space. Clearly.
There we go.
There we go.
Tino on Tino. That's
Oh,
how it's supposed to be.
I'm sure people will absolutely love that. But welcome, Malcolm, to the Cluckin' Crew.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay! How have you been?
It's amazing to have you here.
Yeah. I've been pretty good. You all are like such an inviting crew. I catch some of your posts, you know, in my peripherals, and I see all the hard work that y'all put into Chucky Chicken, and I've known Michael for years now, and Chucky Chicken has always been like, you know, a big dream, and I've believed in it from the very jump, from the moment you showed me it. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the sport. I want to be part of this. It's really cool.
Well, and you are a part of it, because look, you're a chicken just like me. No, you're a turkey. Never mind. Dang it!
Turkey.
I messed it up. I have to be careful now, because apparently my my laughter is too powerful for the stream nowadays.
I've heard that you've got a stream breaking.
Do I ever?
Chucky Chicken breaks the internet.
Chucky, my God! It's the Wreck-It
at 3 a.m. with Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's the Wreck-It Ralph crew sequel nobody asked for. But yes, anyway.
It doesn't even have Wreck-It Ralph or any of those characters.
We can't afford them. Oh my God. Anyway, welcome. So,
another special guest, Mr. Cheese.
Yeah, my cat is early.
Yes.
Hello, Cheese.
Mr. Cheese is Tino's cat.
Hello.
So.
He likes to crash the calls.
Yes.
He does.
Oh my God. It begins. Flint Carnage. Malcolm, if you had a laser gun, would it be a Malcolm Ray?
Yes. A Malcolm X-ray, in fact.
Oh, there you go. Owen Toon says, welcome to hell, Malcolm. Oh, that's not nice. that only happened
there.
That's true. You play Satan. That's right.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh. So, I mean, I'm so stoked to have you here. And I mean, obviously, you are one of the most, like, all right. You know who you are. You know what you are.
You're
you.
You're the guy that does the thing.
So I'm curious, like, and what's cool is, like, Malcolm and I, we're both in Chicago, so we've known each other, like you said, for years and years, and I'll never forget the first time that we actually met. It was at the It 2 premiere for the Nostalgia Critic at the
Hollywood Boulevard
Theater.
Yeah,
the Hollywood.
It was the live screening of that review. And I believe we'd been in touch before already. Like, he'd contacted me via Twitter before then.
Couple times.
And
sounds like a me thing.
When you just, I think you popped up at was that our first time meeting? I feel like you popped at a few conventions before too.
I did, and I don't know. I think I've told you this story before. I'm not sure, but I actually. I auditioned for Channel Awesome back in 2012.
Oh yeah. You did tell me that.
So, and I auditioned for the game show, and I felt so terrible because I had no idea about any of, like, this was before I was like a weeb, like, studying video game stuff, and I was so nervous and just so excited to, like, hang out with Doug, and I did a good job, and I made a lot of It's actually where I met the late great Justin Barnes, who we would later go on to do rest in peace. I miss him every day. He's the reason why Louis Loon has green eyes, believe it or not. We'll talk about that another time. Yeah.
Mine has, like, the wildest amount of connection.
No,
it's
Michael,
truly crazy.
He's just got a very infectious and genuine personality. Like, it's a genuine enthusiasm and joy that
Aw.
you don't see in a whole lot of, like, that charisma, that Riz, that Chucky Riz,
You guys.
That Chucky Riz.
You're making me blush. Stop.
Hey, you deserve it, man. Like, you really did sell me on Chucky Chicken. Like, I could tell that you really, really believe in this, and really got the ambition and passion.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm always behind that kind of energy. So yeah.
You guys, this is supposed to be about Malcolm, not me. What are you doing?
What?
So,
It's
anyway,
about Chucky Chicken.
that too. Yes. Well,
Flint Carnage says, "Oh, by the way, I introduced my partner to Chucky Chicken, and they really liked it."
oh, yay! Spread that Chucky love. I
Yeah.
love it.
That chicken and gravy.
Oh yeah. Like I can't get that. I can't get that low.
Nuggets.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now you're just showing off. But so that was how we first met. Did I tell you that I broke up a Channel Awesome studio meeting one time?
I think you mentioned that before.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Broke in?
Yeah, no. Okay, so it was before their move to the studio that they're in now, right? This was years and years ago. This is years ago, and I knew where they were, and I was trying to pitch a show called Hodgepodge Tonight. Look it up, kids. And I knocked on the door, and I think Tamara let me in, actually.
Oh.
And you're all on the black couch in the main area, and you're all, I think it was Jim, it was Doug, Rob, I think Mike Machado was there. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember, but I just remember shaking in my sneakers, pitching this idea to Doug and to everybody, and he's just like, we're kind of in the middle of a meeting right now. And I'm like, and I'm just like, oh no! This was this had to be maybe a couple of weeks after the auditions. So it was still.
This is demo reel days.
Yes, this was a long ass time ago. Everybody was just getting there, right? So
yeah, this was over 10 years ago.
Oh,
wow.
At least. So, and Jim was very sweet. He gave me his card. He's like, send me an email. I'm curious to see what you got going on. And by the way, Jim J. Roz, next to Malcolm, is probably one of my favorite people in the world. I love Jim. Every time I go to C2E2 or any place that the Channel Awesome booth is there, I always love to sit down and just talk with Jim. He is absolutely.
Yeah, Jim's amazing.
Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about you. How did you get started in acting? How did this whole epic thing called Malcolm Ray get started? And yes, I know what I said.
Well, I started out as an egg.
Okay,
as all birds do.
Let's skip a decade or two, huh?
Right. Well, let's see. So I was studying film in college. I was going to Columbia College, Chicago, because I really did want to, get into the biz, as it were, and I didn't really know where to start because prior to that, I had done acting in community theater, church, school, all that. And I managed to get a few decent opportunities prior to going to college, and I found myself in LA at one point, having nearly dodged what could have been a scam with a rather shady acting coach. But
oh Lord,
it was interesting. I ended up going out to this. It was supposed to be kind of a one-on-one crash course workshop thing, and he was gonna, teach me the biz. I'm gonna show you around to all the different studios, and blah 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 blah. I'm only 15 at the time, And it got to the point where, you know, like we were out there because we paid the guy like almost $1,000 for this class.
Good Lord.
And we were out there, and my mom's just trying to get like, you know, more information because we barely got any information about it. It's like, where is this class supposed to be held? Like, you know, when are we going to go on this, you know, studio tour? When does the Hollywood stuff happen? When does that happen?
Give us the Hollywood.
Show us the stars.
I want to see George Clooney right now.
Yeah, I want to see George Clooney, Denzel, Morgan Freeman, all of them.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman. And it's so funny because like my mom wasn't even that aggressive. Like my mom was just like, hey, like, you know, when is anything happening? And he's just like, why are you asking so many questions? You know, that's how this guy was.
I literally just asked one question.
Yeah. And so he basically was saying, okay, yeah, the acting studio is my residence. You know, you'll be bringing your son and, you know, dropping him off here. We'll be, you know, working together for 6 hours. And my mom's like, oh, whoa, wait. I'm leaving my 15-year-old son with you at your house for 6 hours a day?
Sounds, you know, totally safe. Absolutely.
Right.
Seems legit.
So, yeah.
Sketchy at all.
Yeah.
So it was just like an odd feeling, and we didn't know which direction to go with this. But luckily, my cousin, we had a relative that lived out there in LA at the time. And she was like, oh, you know, actually, you know, I'm friends with this talent agent, and, you know, we get coffee and lunch all the time. You know, if you want, I can ask her about, you know, seeing you. So we canceled with the other guy. You know, we kind of talked him down. We're like, you know, we don't think this acting course is for us right now. You know, we kind of were in over our heads. The price tag was a little too much.
Right.
So, you know, he graciously, you know, refunded us our money, and we backed out. And I went and thankfully it worked out that way. Because it was getting it was getting a little heated.
Just like, it's like, when is this, like, when are we supposed to, like, have all this stuff happen? It's like, why don't you just shut the up? And
shut up. Let me teach your son acting.
Let me teach your son acting alone at my house.
Wait at Planet Hollywood for 6 hours.
Yeah.
You'll get your son back.
Nothing will happen.
Go to Disneyland, okay? You'll be fine. Bring me back a churro.
Be here. I swear when you get back, we'll still be here.
In body,
Definitely
right?
not gonna Shanghai your son.
Right. Oh man, like his residence, it did look a little like it was like tucked away behind like these willows. It did look a little creepy.
Oh my god! Come on down to my hole in the sticks. I'll learn you some acting. I'm sorry.
Right.
Oh my god.
You want to make it in the biz, kid?
No.
It's like it felt like one of those situations. I was like, ah.
Oh my god.
So but thankfully, like I went and audited this this workshop through a legit talent agency, and they're like, oh, okay, you know, they're like, yeah, you're fine. You know, they wanted to work with me, but when they found out that I, you know, lived like halfway across the country, they're like, oh, well, maybe, you know, give it some thought, and if you become local, we can start sending you out on some auditions. So after that experience, I decided that I wanted to like study up on more about the industry, because clearly that was my first experience trying to break into the industry, and I'm like,
that's
wow,
horrifying.
I was almost had
what a great opportunity this man is offering me.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
Yeah, his so-called tour, when my mom inquired more about that, he implied that you know, he made it sound like we were gonna go in, you know, to these back lots and, you know, ride around in the golf carts and stuff like that. But no, he just said, he's like, oh, I'm just gonna show you the locations of the popular
Here's
studios.
the front door.
Yeah, exactly. We could do that ourselves.
Here's the gate to Warner Brothers. Pretty, ain't it?
Right? Yeah. Very strange. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah. After
horrible.
that, that's when I decided to. Yeah. It was a little scary.
So that's it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, like, that's how I ended up deciding to go to Columbia, so I could, you know, learn more about the industry, like both sides of the camera, you know, front and back. I was just like taking all the classes I could, you know, take about filmmaking, and I still had that acting urge. Like I just wanted to, you know, perform. I wanted to be in the lights, you know.
Right.
So like every opportunity I had, I was constantly trying to, you know, act as opposed to help produce. And but you know, that's what my degree was. Like I was, you know, helping in production. I was casting. I was, you know, producing,
behind the scenes
helping
stuff.
out. Yeah, lots of behind the scenes stuff. And I'm grateful for that learning. But yeah, no, the acting urge was still there. And one of my semesters, I was like, you know, oh yeah, there's, you know, they need us to load up on these elective courses, you know, just to kind of, you know, pad our classes. And I saw that they had, you know, voice acting in there. And I'm like, oh, they actually teach voice acting here? So, yeah, from there, I just like started like really diving. I filled up all my elective classes with nothing.
That was at Columbia?
Yeah, at Columbia, their radio department.
No kidding.
They teach like audio drama, audio production. I found myself in the radio building about 50% of the time. I was like in the film buildings.
Oh my God.
And people were wondering if I was like, you know, trying to major in radio. And I'm like, no, I just, you know, I'm just here taking the voice acting classes. And that's where I met like my current mentor, Deb Dutzer. I met Ed Bosco there. I met Jason Marnoka there.
Wow. Yeah. Ed Bosco, the Alistair from the Has-Been pilot, is also a Chicago boy.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep, straight from Chicago.
Woo.
Yep. We were all in Columbia around the same time.
Oh my God. See.
Yeah, he.
Oh no! You don't understand, because I went to the Illinois Institute of Art in freaking Schaumburg. That was my first. Okay, so as everyone knows that's listened to this channel for a long time, I was diagnosed with ASD when I was 18 years old, which back then was Asperger's syndrome. Today it's autism spectrum disorder, right? And it was at military school. I went to Marmion Academy, got kicked out of Marmion because I had this thing, and I ended up going to Oswego High for my final year, right? It just sucks because when I didn't do a good job really looking into like animation schools, and I picked the first one that I saw, which was the one in Schaumburg, and because I either could go to the Art Institute in Chicago or I could go to the one in Schaumburg, and my folks were like, go to the one in Schaumburg because you're not really good with driving in the city, you haven't done it, blah 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 blah. You know, it's safer, you know. And God bless my parents, right? I know they meant really well and they were doing what's best for me, so I don't hold anything against them. But I hear so many people who are like a part of the industry today who are like, yeah, I went to Columbia. I'm like, I should have gone to Columbia. This is bull crap.
Okay, you live my dream.
For what it's worth, like, I mean, Columbia, man, it's expensive, and like I'm still like paying them back.
So is the Art Institute.
Oh.
Like at least your school is still standing. Mine's now a park.
Oh shit. I think I heard about that.
Yeah, the Art Institute shut down. It sucks. Oh my God, it's so sad. So I can't even go back to, and like, oh my God. Anyway, so that's my little rant on I'm not anti people who went to Columbia. It's like, you know, I'm just, it just reminds me of a mistake I made. I'm like, God bless it. By the way,
missed opportunities.
Exactly. By the way, we're at 69 views. Anyway. Anyway.
A wink.
A wink.
A wink.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like school, especially for like the artistic like field, it's very useful to just really check out all of the options that you have. Like for me, like I knew that going to school for animation was something that I should do, because on my own I don't have the personal like, I don't want to say worth ethic, but I can't like kick myself into like going that extra step, you know what I mean? So having that school structure around me I thought was really important.
Yeah.
But I knew that I had some preliminary knowledge already.
Right.
So that was a big reason why I went to VFS, because the program was only 1 year. So it was less time for me to learn all of the practical things that I need to know, and also only 1 year of tuition, which is also pretty nice.
Yeah, but the other thing is like, and I see people in the comments going, "Yeah, I went to digital animation school and it was a giant money hole." Like, if you get the opportunity to go to college, right? Like, truly. Because it's not just, I mean, when I was growing up, it was like, you gotta go to college, you gotta get the paper, blah, 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 blah. But you get so much more, like, outside of the classroom, right? Like, you learn how to network, you learn how to collaborate with people, you get inspired by people, you meet, like, people that you will hold relationships for forever. And
you also get the opportunity to, like, meet professionals in your field, like for example in my school I got to meet of course I forget his name as soon as I had it, and then I said it, and then
you get to meet you get to work with the most amazing famous people, like shit, what's his name? That guy.
Yeah, I met a lot of really cool people. One of my teachers was I'm trying to find him.
Good Lord, Elias, you are not helping your kids whatsoever.
I'm not. I told you I'm not good with names.
I'm the same way.
You did not lie.
God,
I meet someone like 12 times. I still don't know their name. I'm like, hey, you, and then it's too awkward to like ask. So, you gotta come up with something else, and
I mean, you know, like I'm good with faces. I'm like, I just get like, nowadays I'm just pretty blunt about it. I'm like, hey, I remember your face, but I'm terrible with names. I just tell them.
It's like just tell me.
That sometimes, you know.
I do. It really does. So, all I'm saying is like, and the other part of it is like, I didn't get a chance to learn, and this is kind of kicking my butt right now, the business side of show business, right? I know the show, I don't know the business, and that's kind of been kicking me in the rear. And I'm curious because that's the stuff that you learned when you were in school.
Oh yeah, I learned a decent amount of the biz and how it's just kind of ever changing. It's a lot it can be a little overwhelming to just kind of try to perceive it all at the same time, because, you know, it's just like budgets and budget breakdowns, bottom line, you know, top line, you know, the line producer and executive producer and creative producer. There's like, you can have like 5 different producers on one project. It's insane.
I'm learning that. I just
really?
Well, I did the chart of accounts for Chucky recently, like breaking down all the different like roles and everything for an animated short. Holy macaroni. I had no idea. There's like 31 pages, and at the top of each one is supervisor, producer, director, assistant. There's one that even has like apprentice. Like, why am I paying an apprentice? Like, for real. What is happening?
Yeah, like
I found his name, by the way. I found his name.
Okay.
Mark Pudliner. He was one of the animators that he's a Disney animator. He worked on Hercules animating Megara, and it was he brought
I
in
love Hercules.
Yeah, and he brought in, like, they have these statuettes that they have for the movie, and then when the movie is done production, they destroy the original, so there can't be any more.
Oh, the maquettes, yeah.
Yeah, he brought in the maquette for Tarzan, and it was we have both Malcolms here now.
Oh boy, I was looking at that. So now we've got Malcolm and Malcolm and Tino and Tino.
Oh my gosh, we do have another Malcolm here. Hold on,
Malcolm.
I gotta
I don't
add
have
you.
your guy.
Give me a second here. Hold on.
I am Malcolm and Tino, and they are Malcolm and Tino. No confusion there.
No confusion.
None whatsoever. Oh my god. Well, welcome, Malcolm Thomas. How are you? Good to see
hey guys,
you.
how you doing? Hello, Mr. Ray.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Thomas.
Way to just Shanghai our whole operation here. But...
So it's great to meet you. So you work on Chucky Chicken as well?
Oh, I've been around town. I've done Chucky Chicken. I've done Monkey Wrench.
Oh wow!
I am crossing my fingers for Lackadaisy, but
hey!
But I am I'm kind of I am very skeptical about that. But still.
He's very humble too. Listen to him.
Yeah.
They will have two Malcolms.
Oh my goodness, your character is so adorable here.
Oh gosh.
He's not updated with the new blinking in eye and mouth movement, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah, that's
it was
unexpected.
unexpected.
I've been on this chat for very long, but I'm gonna make it a priority now.
Yeah, we miss you. So, and we need you to come back and help with. So, for those of you who don't know, Malcolm Thomas here. I'm just gonna call you Thomas going forward. He is.
You can call me.
Oh yeah, MT.
MT. There we go. MT is essentially he's one of our lead cleanup artists. So he makes all of us look good in animation. He actually, if I'm not mistaken, you did the cleanup for the first part of the Clarence scene in the trailer.
Yeah, Chucky getting into bed.
Oh wow. My. Oh my.
Thank you very much.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think you've done a bit of cleanup on Tommy Turkey as well.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. And during my hiatus from Chucky Chicken, I've learned a lot of new cleanup techniques.
Ooh.
But I'll share them after I will share them after we're done with the podcast. And
all right.
Say, Mr. Ray.
Out of the oven. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much. Oh, and let me just say, Mr. Ray, from one Malcolm to another, I admire your voice.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Can I just say, it appears we've had a Malcolm in the middle for some time.
Oh, for God's sake!
We're both in the middle too. Look at this.
You know what though? Hold on.
I
I'll do one better.
Listen,
I'll do one better. Malcolm and Malcolm are the only two people in this podcast that I've actually met in real life.
That's true.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually met Mike at Disneyland.
That's right.
Cool. Yeah. That is really cool.
To be fair, it is a bit harder for me and Tino, just because I'm in Canada and Tino is in Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina.
A bit more,
Tino.
Don't worry, we'll get you playing.
Of course, Michael. I knew you will do that.
Argentino. the best boy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, you're all the way from Argentina. That's amazing. I love that animation has become so like international. Yeah, like you can work with anyone, anywhere to make a project. It's very similar to like Lackadaisy.
We have people from like all over the globe, basically.
Puerto Rico,
Well,
Singapore.
that's the U.S., Mike. Puerto Rico is part of the U.S.
Shut up, Elias.
We have people from. We have people from Europe.
Hawaii.
Shut up, Elias.
We got people from Australia.
Do we have to mention
we
him?
have people from Australia, right?
Do we have to mention him though?
Oh yeah. Matthew's from Australia.
God,
I forgot.
Got some Chucky geographics.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a small world. What can I say?
All around
I'm a
the
Disney fan.
Can I just say how fitting all of your voices are to each of your characters are too? I love that. Like you, but also you all have lovely voices. Like you're full of life. You know what I mean?
Well,
thank you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far, but
neither would I.
You're Chucky. You're like the voice.
You know what? Look, not you, me.
I thought you said chunky. I said chunky.
Oh.
No.
This just turned. Oh my God! What the heck is happening? Anyway,
Chunky Chicken is that's a brand of soup, right?
Chunky Chicken, I think so. It's like a Campbell's
Chunky
soup.
soup.
Do you know how many names the show has gotten over the years? It's been called Chunky Chicken. It's been called Chuck Chicken. Chuck E. Cheese. My grandma calls it Chuck E. Cheese. How's Chuck E. Cheese doing? I don't know, Grandma. I don't own him. I have Chuck E. Chicken.
I haven't went to a Chuck E. Cheese since I was like 10.
Oh my God. I was one of the last people to see a Pizza Time Theater. That was
wow.
Oh
wow.
That's high on my.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me this.
Yeah, I won't bore you with any more of those stories.
No, please.
No,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was a portrait show. So it was awesome because all the robots, they legit look like Five Nights at Freddy's-esque characters. Charles Entertainment Chicken. Thank you, French Carnage. Appreciate that. But it was super cool. Really dark in there. Like it was very bizarre.
I thought you meant the subject matter for a second.
Oh no, the building.
Yeah, they went like some pretty dark places.
I mean, Chucky called Jasper a fruitcake dog, so that was kind of dark. I mean, it was just oh, he was a jerk, and I loved him.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Chuck E. Cheese was an asshole back in the day.
Malcolm, easy with the swearing.
Yeah, I remember.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. It's a hey, happy birthday! Yeah, blow out your cake. I gotta go rest.
I gotta go rest. I gotta go lay down.
Hey, play some arcade game. What is that? Pong over there? I don't know. Oh my God. Good Lord.
I don't know what it was. Like, mascots were just supposed to be dicks back then.
Yeah. That's true. Well, because Nolan.
The only one that never had that mean streak was Mickey Mouse, but that's just genetics.
Have you not?
He was never. Well, I mean, I guess he was an animatronic, but he never started out as that. I feel like
wait a
animatronics
minute.
had
Have you not seen Steamboat Willie? Did you not see what he did to all those animals?
That is true.
I mean, he was a jerk. Those poor pigs. But yeah, no. Flint Carnage. Fun fact: the creator Chuck E. Cheese founded Atari. That's right. Nolan.
Really? I did not know that.
Nolan Bushnell created Atari inside of our dear friend Warner's. We don't talk about Warner's right now. Anywho, I actually forgot to do something, and I so I'm going to bring you guys with me. We're going to go all the way back to the newsroom real quick. So hang on 1 second. Hold on to your hats.
Not used to these transitions.
Yeah, shut up. Here we go.
Let
me get this out of the way. Wow, we're all cattywampus now. This is great. All right, so I have a special surprise for everybody. Our dear friend Ibby the Ibster actually did this really great animatic for the show. It's a new sequence that we're putting into the pilot episode, and she was very insistent that I show it on the stream. And she also has a few other things that she wanted to say about it, and she has some stuff that she wants to show our audience. So, without further ado, yeah, so here we go real quick.
Oh, this is cool.
It gets better.
Who does this reject think he is anyways? I stole that position fair and square.
Yeah, fair and square.
I mean, what is this bug got that I ain't got?
Well, the turkey and his niece seem to like him. And he's also got, good ideas.
And feathers! He's got those!
Oh, yeah, lots of those.
He's got that really snazzy red headpiece, too!
Oh, yeah.
Aw, why'd you go and use that for? I was winning!
Shut up, you mugs! I think it's time we remind them and the rest of those mooks who the real cock of the walk is around here.
Yeah, cock is right.
Come on, boys. We got work to do.
I apologize about that, folks. I'm going to replay that for you so you can see it without us talking over it. So stay tuned.
Who does this reject think he is anyways? I stole that position fair and square.
Yeah, fair and square.
I mean, what has this bum got that I ain't got?
Well, the turkey and his niece seem to like him.
And he's also got, good ideas.
And feathers! He's got those!
Oh, yeah, lots
you know
of
what?
those.
He's got that really snazzy red headpiece, too.
Oh, yeah.
Aw, why'd you go and use that for? I was winning!
Shut up, you mugs! I think it's time we remind them and the rest of those mooks who the real cock of the walk is around here.
Yeah, cock is right.
Come on, boys. We got work to do.
All right, there you are, folks. So that's the scene. What'd you guys think?
I like it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Granted, I'd like to hear some sound, but
Yeah,
we'll play it later.
The sound is
after.
on YouTube. But
yeah,
we can't hear it on the
right.
Discord.
Unfortunately. Gotcha. Well, in the meantime, I do want to share these with you because again, Ibby she's one of the newest members of the team, and she's been doing a heck of a job on the project. She single-handedly. I kicked in a couple of drawings, but she single-handedly drew that entire thing for you. And she wanted me to share this on the stream. Along with this, I've yet to read this. So give me a second here. Okay, here we go. So this is a message from Ibby to all of you. And she says this. I know I can't be on the stream tonight, but I'd like to say a few words about how having this job has helped me. I've gotten back into the creative spirit I had after I graduated in the summer of 2022. I'm still quite an anxious person, but a lot of folks have helped me come out of my shell more. Haha, egg pun. Heck, I even got brave enough to give one of the voice actors Mama's pasta sauce recipe. Oh, that's right. She did do that. I do tend to share recipes with people I start to feel comfortable with. For a long time, I felt quite lost. The disappointment I felt during my year-long job hunt took a lot out of me. I felt very tired and almost felt like giving up, but I couldn't give up on that sick child that dreamt of this so long ago. Thank you for believing in me and my art skills and letting me take my first step into the animation world. For the first time in a long time, I really feel the sunlight on my face, the ground beneath my feet. I see the blue in the sky and the green in the grass. And even though it was a possibility that I could have died when I was little, now I do feel like I'm really living. This is my life, and it's gonna be awesome. Ibby.
Aw,
That's
amazing.
really, really sweet.
Ibby is like the sweetest person ever.
Yeah.
Ibby.
I'm not.
We love you, Ibby.
I'm not crying. You're crying. That's really sweet.
I'm definitely crying.
That's really.
I'm
That's really sweet.
Put no tear in the eye.
Yeah.
She also sent these images here, so this is the first time that I'm showing these and seeing these. So this will be fun. We're all gonna see these together. So I gotta size them up.
We'll size them down. But...
Size them down for that, man.
All right.
Oh wow, yeah, they're huge.
They're so big.
Oh my goodness, Ibby, you crazy kid. There we go. Aw. I'm Mike, the creator and voice of Chucky Chicken. I'm Alex, the voice of Louie Loon. Oh, and she drew him like the actual people behind the scenes episode. Hello, I'm Grishma, and I'm the voice of Chelsea Chicken. That's so sweet. Aw.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
There's another one though. Hold on.
Are you guys for the con or something?
You know what? I would love for. She lives in Ireland, and I would absolutely adore for her to come on. But when we start, it's always so late. Of course, I'm Elias. I'm second in command. I'm Tino. I'm the goat.
The goat. Hey.
Facts.
100% facts.
You want to see that?
Oh, that is so sweet. And then she had one more.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even. And I said, yeah. You know what? Wait a minute. Was what she sent? Did she quote that song?
What?
Wait, we gotta go back through it.
Okay, hold on.
No, I don't think so.
I really feel the sunlight on my face, the ground beneath my feet. I see blue in the sky and green in the grass. That's not part of the song, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
It's
so.
very poetic, though.
Oh my God, Ibby!
Exactly.
If you gave us that heartfelt speech and it was just to send us this, you are a Bamf, and I love you. Oh my God, that was. Yeah. Oh, now everyone is crying in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Everybody's saying this is canon.
Tears of the chest feeder.
This is canon.
Anyway, we had somebody ask about Clarence. What's your thoughts on Clarence, Malcolm Ray?
Clarence, is that?
That's the lamp.
That's the lamp. That sounds like.
Oh, okay. Yes, the lamp. Sorry. When anyone says Clarence, I think back to that cartoon. You remember Clarence?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, Clarence! Yeah. Oh, that's right. The
if
Cartoon
I
Network
it,
show.
Know it.
Oh, you would know it if you saw it. It's one of the ugliest things. Like second to Uncle Grandpa. Oh my God. Sup, Uncle Grandpa.
I will say that it captures the idea of being a kid. Really
yeah.
well.
I never watched. That was a little after my time, unfortunately.
Yeah, same.
Actually, I ain't seen. Yeah, I've seen Clarence, and honestly, honestly, the more I watched it, the more it reminded me of a friend of mine that I used to have back when I was in like elementary school. And sadly, you know, as time went by, we kind of drifted apart.
As you do.
So it's kind of like glass half full, glass half empty. Whenever I watch that show, it gives me nostalgia, and it also gives me like, you know, regrettable memories.
As a lot of nostalgic things do.
Yeah.
Children do silly things.
That is very true. True. Well, anywho, so yeah, thank you, Ibby, for that amazing animatic and all the work that you do and those amazing pieces of fan art. MT, where's yours?
Lovely words of wisdom.
Where's yours?
My what?
Where's your tribute?
I'm supposed to contribute? I was not aware.
Why are you here?
I'm gonna need a 5,000 word essay right now, improvised on the spot.
Why you love Chucky Chicken?
How about this?
Right now.
You know what, how about this?
Speak it to my mic.
Okay, how about this? I live near a Costco. I can just get you a roasted chicken from there. About $5.
Live animation.
Encroaching.
Speak it to my microphone. Tell me what you want to say. Sorry. I'll put it back.
I'll put it back.
Get hungry and just start snacking on them.
Oh no, don't
exactly.
do that.
Chicken legs.
Chucky, why are there two Malcolms?
Shut up, Chucky.
Who's the real Malcolm?
Take the carousel, Chucky! Take it!
Yeah, I love that lamp so much.
Everyone loves Clarence. Clarence is kind of infamous on the podcast now.
He really is.
There was an episode where like the last third of the episode was us just riffing off of this inside joke about Clarence. And it just went on and on.
Episode 30, I believe it is.
Really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clarence
Yeah.
is actually also the name of Chucky's dad. We made the connection and said like.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in canon.
So in canon, Chucky's dad is lost in arms, basically. But in our inside joke, we were like, so wait, they have the same name. Is Chucky's dad's spirit possessing Clarence?
I remember.
Oh my
god.
god.
Michael told me that one.
I did.
I love that. I love that.
We were just riffing off of that for like a whole third of the stream. It had to be like 20 minutes. It was just straight Clarence.
I think. Oh my god! Oh my god! My favorite part is that when we realize that that voice is actually just an act that Clarence puts on in heaven. It's like, because when he's in the lamp, it's like, Chucky, yes, I need you to go and get me give me 7 pieces of 8. It's like, where am I gonna get that? That's not my problem.
Yeah.
And then
Listen, Chucky, I need to do something for me.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in heaven. Meanwhile, somebody in heaven goes, Clarence, are you talking to your kid as Winnie the Pooh again? What? No, what are you talking about?
What? No.
Yeah.
But listen, when he realizes it's not what I sound like, it's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be great.
Didn't you leave when he was 8?
Yeah.
I told him I got shot in the throat.
Oh, no. I told him, Clarence told him.
Chucky, you don't know what happened to me. I was shot in the throat.
I don't wish this upon you at all, Chucky. I
watched the skies, the blood drained from my core.
This is what they want on stream. This is what they crave.
This is
Chucky. Oh yeah, the.
Good night. Good night, Chucky. Good night for
Oh my God!
It doesn't even need anything else. Just Chucky.
That's gonna be like Chucky. Oh God.
Chucky.
We're gonna be in a theater when this show premieres, right? And everyone who knows this and watches this, as soon as they hear Chucky, there's gonna be a eruptor of like cheer and applause. The lamp is gonna get a standing ovation.
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now.
That would be pretty awesome.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, I'd be happy.
Oh my God! Could we imagine like selling like talking Clarence toys?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
They have the.
Shut up, Chucky.
It has a pull string.
Pull string.
There's like 7 different classic Clarence lines. Chucky, I need you to do something for me.
That's not. Yeah, bit. That's not my problem.
Imagine if they were like Furbies and they never shuts up.
Oh my!
His voice box breaks and just starts saying random.
Shut up, Chucky! Pieces of 8. Bit. All right.
Please give me the potato salad recipe. Thank you.
What potato salad recipe? Okay. What are you talking about, Dad?
Your mother's potato salad recipe.
Why would I do that?
Because I asked.
But who's gonna, how, can you even eat potato salad as a lamp? I'm so confused.
Do not question my authority.
Yes, sir.
I didn't say I needed a bowl of potato salad. I just need the recipe. Don't you understand?
But
Chucky.
Okay.
There better be paprika in this.
Okay, Dad.
We gotta get away from this.
We do. We really do.
We gotta get away from this.
We really do.
We have derailed this podcast.
Oh my God, we really have.
And I'm gonna be honest. When I first came on, I thought we were gonna ask Malcolm some questions.
We were talking. We were talking until you showed up and started hijacking everything.
Whoa.
That was mean.
Things are getting heated in the chicken.
That was mean. I'm sorry. I did raise a simpleton, Chucky. That is something he would say.
One Clarence line should just be a complete IP address.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Not even time appropriate. Just Eden has your IP address.
All right. Enough with the Clarence stuff. So, all right. Let's get back to the real start of the show here. Malcolm.
What? Who?
Chucky.
Hi.
Hello.
I've got nothing. All right.
I got
nothing. All right. If you have a question in the chat, go. If you have anything for Malcolm Ray, let us know. I'm gonna be taking a look here, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, I have a question. In this, Lackadaisy, how did that whole thing come about? Did you just did you get sent a script? Did you how did the whole audition for that show come about? I'm super curious.
Yeah, so just Lackadaisy. I happened to just see the audition come through my Twitter feed. Twitter X, I call it Twitter. But it came through my feed, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I think I'm gonna check this out. And it was just sort of spur of the moment because I do commercial voice acting as well, McDonald's, etc.
Wait a minute, that was you?
Very nice.
I mean, I mean, it depends on which one you're talking about. Like, it's different. You know, McDonald's commercials.
Was that you going ba da ba ba ba?
One of them, I did.
Wait a minute. Were you dressed up as a hamburglar?
No.
Rubble.
Anyway,
sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all good. So yeah, I just kind of looked at the specs, and yeah, it's just like I auditioned, and apparently like Tracy, Fable, everyone that they showed my submission to, they like really loved it, and it just kind of turned out that was the sound that they were looking for Nico, because they had went through like several different auditions, like people that were getting close, but they kept doing this kind of like gambit, this Cajun, you know, sort of like gumbo sound, you know, like very stereotypical.
I gotta ask my friends on the other side to help me out with this.
Yeah, like it was kind of like that. But yeah, the voice that I ended up using, like I pulled inspiration directly from my family, because like my grandparents, you know, on my mom's side, like I have family that hail from Louisiana, southern Louisiana. So yeah, you know, Narlands and all that, and they, you know, they just happen to have this sort of sound in their voice where they, you know, they start talking like this, and yeah, and we the kids, you know, the younger generations, we always kind of like, you know, mock to make fun, like, you sound like grandpa now, you know, you sound like, you know,
that's
just
awesome.
like making like, yeah, and yeah, so I just kind of like took that and I channeled into my audition for Nico, and I guess it just sort of worked out.
I think it more than worked out. It's like a fan favorite character. Like, holy cow! I don't know.
Thank you.
Like, I think everyone. It's either Victor or Nico that people love, or a freaking Rocky. But you know.
I feel like people just like really love the cats. Like, it's a really good marriage of casting and just character design that I feel like just came together really nicely. Like, because like, you know, there's people that go crazy for Ziv, there's people that go crazy for like Wick, you know. I feel like each cat has its own
I like
for a second, I almost slipped and said OnlyFans, and I'm like, well, I don't know.
You know what? Don't put it past anybody. I'm sure they're out there. Deviant hurt anyone? Good God.
Oh, definitely. Oh, that's definitely there.
Oh my God. Oh Lord. Don't look it up, folks. And if you find it, don't blame us. We've awoken somebody. It's like, oh my God, I forgot about DeviantArt.
Don't go to that E website and type in Lackadaisacal. Like, don't do that. I'm not gonna say the full name of the website, but I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Starts with an E.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can confirm or deny that I have posted art there. But let's just say.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It's not as glamorous as FA.
It's okay, Chucky.
Chucky, you innocent soul. Chucky, you dear innocent soul. I'll talk. We'll talk after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right. So anyway, but yeah, no, that's super cool, and I truly believe that when it comes to making art, like, family is absolutely the best inspiration. Like, even on our show, Louie Loon is named after my grandpa, Lou, and Tommy Turkey is named after my dad and my grandpa, who share the same name. But so yeah, and ironically enough, they're two of the big favorite characters besides the side ones that nobody should care about, but everybody does. So But no,
well, you never know where. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, you never know how, like, once the the audience receives your art, it kind of takes on a life of its own.
Yes.
In a way.
Oh,
Because like, you know,
absolutely.
yeah, because like your audience, they start to like, you know, see things and pick out things that, you know, really resonate with them.
Mhm.
And then suddenly, you know, you could end up with like a whole spin-off on your hands because it's like people are going crazy for this character, you know, that you probably never really gave previously never gave much thought to, and then you know suddenly it's just like wow.
You know what? It's so funny because just to kind of give you a little bit of behind the scenes on the show here, Clarence was designed by our good friend Brandon, who is a friend of Uncle Al, and he designed the character. He said you got to have more inanimate object characters, because initially I didn't want any inanimate object characters, right? I thought, that's a little too much. Tamrico, oh my goodness, coming in with a $50 donation saying, super late, but here you go, boys. Hope everyone is having a great time and is taking care. More tune hugs for y'all. Come here. Oh, thank you, Timberco.
Thank you so much, Timberco.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. If you have a question for Malcolm Ray or Malcolm Thomas, feel free to ask. We have the Malcolms in the house. But anyway, so Clarence was initially supposed to have a voice like Ed Wynn. That's what everybody wanted him to be. You know, the man had a voice, you know. This sort of thing. Don't worry, Chucky. I'm sure things will be better for you in the morning. Oh my, you know. Very Wally Gator.
That was during the time where we were trying to figure out the voices for both Clarence the Lamp and Polly Pale. And originally Polly Pale was going to be the one with the Winnie the Pooh voice. But then we kind of switched them to see how we liked it, and the Ed Wynn voice completely suited Polly Pale like so much more. And I think that the Winnie the Pooh voice is now we can't change it.
we really can't.
Illegal. We will be canceled if we ever change Clarence.
And I have made this stipulation as well, by the way. Everybody, it's so benign. It's insane because people tag Jim Cummings asking him, "Oh my God, have you done this voice? Like, I didn't know you were voicing Chucky Chicken." Bless his heart, he hasn't said anything. I showed it to him when I was at Des Moines Con a couple years ago, and he's like, "Oh, that guy's pretty good."
Well, there you go. Jim Cummings approved.
However, when I first showed him, because I met him at C2E2 in 2021. That was a rough year, except for the end. Anyway. So I met him for the first time at C2E2. I had my little book that I show everybody about Chucky Chicken, and he just was flipping through all the pages, looking at the characters and going, "Oh, I like this Fox guy. Oh yeah, Freddie Fox. Yeah, give him a voice like this. Yeah, you know." I'm like, "You're not wrong. That's what he sounded like 5 years ago."
Wow.
But he loved it. He's like, "Can I keep this?" I'm like, "Absolutely, man, keep it." His agent, after I left, pulled me aside and he's like, "I've never seen Jim that excited about anything at a convention. Like, you don't understand. He's nice, but he's like cordial nice. That was the first time I've ever seen him excited about anything. We gotta talk. Can I get your information?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely." So for the longest, I'm thinking like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get Jim Cummings on Chucky Chicken, right? This is gonna be super cool." Then we saw, then we met, we've known Uncle Al, and I fell in love with his DK country animated series voices that he does, and he did an amazing Winnie the Pooh. He does the best impressions, like he does Squidward and Mr. Krabs and Plankton and Patrick and all of these amazing top tier voices. And he hopped on, and as soon as he did, I'm like, "I'm putting you in. I'm having you do Sterling Holloway, who was Winnie the Pooh," right? And I made it very clear that if Jim Cummings ever comes onto the show, and he wants to do the voice of Clarence, I have to give him the voice of Clarence. I have to.
It just feels right.
You know, I don't know how he's gonna feel about it. I'm like, because I know exactly what he's gonna say. "You want Winnie the Pooh to say that? It's not Winnie the Pooh. It's Sterling Holloway.
It's not Winnie the Pooh.
It's Clarence. So,
Clarence.
And there is
legally distinct.
Well, there is precedent for it because he actually did an episode of Animaniacs called Nighty Night Toon where he narrated it as Sterling Holloway. But Sterling Holloway's natural speaking voice was, is, and forever will be Winnie the Pooh. So
Exactly. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so there's precedent for it. So anyway, let's get back to some of the questions here. Saberwing asks, what role did you fight the hardest to acquire?
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, what role did I fight the hardest to acquire?
He repeats well, folks.
Yes. I might want to make me a macaw or something.
We already got one of those. Thank you very much.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, Margarita Macaw.
Margarita.
Oh
my God! You take over her job at one point. Believe it or not.
Wait, really?
Oh my! Yeah. Tino, explain the lore of Tino Turkey to Malcolm, would you?
sorry, that's just so funny. Malcolm, explain the role of Tino Turkey to Malcolm. It's like, wait, who is talking to whom?
Go ahead, Tino.
Literally not me.
Put me in the spot again. Let me see. To gather my thoughts. Yeah. I got nothing.
Oh my God! You came up with this whole story about Tino Turkey being a dancer.
I know, but you put the spoiler on me, and we all was warning.
Okay, I'll start, and if I'm wrong, you correct me. Okay. All right.
See, I'm still trying to think of like what role I fought the hardest for too.
Yeah. So Tino Turkey is this dancer, right? And all his life he wanted to perform, and he went on a trip with his parents to the Copacabana.
Calloway.
Yeah, he's like Cab Calloway, and so he went to the Copacabana where Margarita Macaw was performing, and she, of course, wowed
places.
Yeah, they trade places because Margarita gets hired to do cartoons over at Tough Cluck Studios, and so the Copacabana needs like a starring role, like a star. So Tino takes over. So he lives in Brazil for a good number of years, dancing and performing and living the high.
Like 4 years.
4 years, thank you. And
around there.
Yeah. And he comes back because he hears that Chelsea, who has always been like a sister to him, his cousin, gets really, really sick and ends up catching the same disease that her mom caught that killed her, right? And so he comes back to help Chelsea overcome, because they're able to save her, but in the process they end up amputating her arm, right? So, So Tino gives up his dream to come back and help Chelsea recoup, and he then takes over the job as the security guard for Tough Cluck Studios. But sometimes at night, he'll go onto the soundstage and he'll just dance, just to kind of keep up with it, which I think is like very touching.
Yeah, like a dream cut short.
His dream was cut short. Yeah. Very sympathetic character.
That's awesome. I love this character. I mean, I love this character already. I remember like you explaining like the relationship that he had with Chelsea. I just forgot that like he was a dancer.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%. And then actually he kind of plays a big part in the end game for the series too. But we'll keep that a surprise.
That's spoilery.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil too much.
That is
we'll tell you about that after the stream.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So anyway, what was the hardest, the role that you had to fight the hardest to acquire? Back to Saberwing. I saw your question.
Oh, huh. Let me see. I don't think I've ever had to fight for a role per se, but I've had some roles where it kind of sucked that I didn't get it. You know what I mean?
Such as
let's see, what was their name? It's there was a character for an indie fighting game. It's called Breeze in the Clouds. What's his name?
Never heard of it.
Right, Breeze in the Clouds.
Never heard of
it. No. Oh, well, yeah. It was like this character. I think his name was like Tun or something like that. He's just like this big. He's like this big oafish character. He's like a big. Obviously he'd be like the tank. It's like a beat 'em up fighting game. Very anthropomorphic-esque. It's called Breeze in the Clouds. Really cool. I hope they're doing well. I haven't checked in on them in a while, but I was really wanting to be part of that, and I was like, oh man. And I know the casting director. I didn't know them. I didn't know that they were casting for it at the time. It was after the fact I found out, and I was like, oh, so you saw my audition. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I had to give him shit.
It's like, what the hell, man? Like, I did good for you.
Right. It's like, I put my heart into this.
You're like kicking them. What?
Like, what?
Cast me now! Anyway, I want to roll. I want to. So.
And I had to preface it. I had to preface it saying, like, because I don't normally do that. I try to remain professional. Like, I don't, go saying, hey, why didn't I get the roles? To everybody.
He's not.
But with him, I was just curious. I'm like, wait, so you heard my audition? You're my friend, so I need to know, like, what went down over there? What happened?
WTF, mate?
Yeah, exactly. But he told me it's just one of those instances where the guy that ended up getting cast for role, he needed very little direction for what they were going for, and sometimes it's just how it is. Like this, somebody comes in and they are that character.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's just like that's just how it happens. That's been a lot of the roles that I've gotten. It's just like they feel that I am that character. In a lot of cases.
Well, you definitely are Tino Turkey. That is for sure.
Oh, well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Aw.
You gentlemen are lovely, and I look forward to our future endeavors.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see.
Thank you very much.
Flint Carnage has a question for you. I'm sure you're sick of this question, but what are Doug and Tamara like off camera?
Oh, they're awful. They're terrible people. Run as far as you can. If you see it, no, they're awesome. I love working with them both. They're friends, family.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Like we're able to get together and we're just able to like talk openly with one another, and that's just kind of like been the case ever since we first got acquainted. Really chill, really awesome. Like professional, but they can relax too. Very down to earth, both of them. Like, and it's hilarious just to sit in a room with them and talk. It's like you're gonna be in a laughing fit constantly.
Yeah. I would have no idea what that's like. No idea what you're talking about.
No, what's laughter?
What is this laughter you speak of?
Joy?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of
it. Oh my gosh, let's see.
Right back real quick.
Of course you do. He's gonna attend to his kitties. Let's see. Flint also asks, what character do you want most in Super Smash Brothers?
Oh,
that is an interesting question, actually.
That is an interesting question. Who haven't they put in there?
Well, Shantae.
It feels like
I want Shantae.
Yeah, they've put a lot of characters in there. It'd be nice to get like I don't know, like some Dragon Ball Z characters, maybe like some anime characters. Because like they already.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because like they've already added, like Cloud. They've added Sora. I'm like, this is like, my wildest dreams coming true. This is crazy. I never thought they would add them. So, sky's the limit. Yeah, throw in Gohan. That's my favorite Dragon Ball Z character. Like,
really?
Yeah. Adult Gohan.
Adult.
Like,
okay.
So, yeah. The and now that they've been giving it some more thought, I see now that Gohan has a new form, Beast Gohan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like it's kind of weird. I know that they're paying homage to the classic Dragon Ball Z, like when he was Super Saiyan 2 and he beat Cell. I'm sorry, I'm nerding out.
No, we love it. Go for it. Absolutely. Please, go for it. 1,000, yeah.
Yeah, like when his beast form looks like his Super Saiyan 2 teen Gohan form. It's really interesting. I know they're paying homage to it. It's taken some getting used to, because like when I first saw it, he looked kind of silly because his hair is like jumbo tall, you know, in proportion to his like adult sized body.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, like if you look up Beast Gohan and compare him to Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan, it looks very similar. But it'd be cool to see.
It's just different. It's instead of the gold, it's silver.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And apparently he's like supposed to be the strongest in the series now, so we'll see how long that lasts, because power scaling ever since Super came out has been so wonky.
As Dragon Ball Z lovingly admit, power levels are bull.
Yup.
Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Trying to figure out what other questions we got here. Do any of you fellas have any questions?
I think there was one. I'm not sure if it was addressed to me or Mr. Ray, but I think it was, what cartoons do you like?
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. So like some of my favorite like classic cartoons, you know, it'd be like, it's weird to call them classic, but I guess my classic.
Yeah.
My millennial era classic. You know, like Dexter's Lab, Rugrats, Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
I love
Johnny
those.
Bravo, Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. Samurai Jack. Oh my God.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Foster's Home.
Duck
That was
Dodgers.
great. Yeah, Duck Dodgers. What was the other one? Thinking, processing. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Yeah, there we go.
Of course.
That was another one. Yeah, love that.
I
Yeah.
loved Cat Dog was great. SpongeBob.
I do like old SpongeBob. Yeah.
Old SpongeBob, classic SpongeBob. Classic Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh yeah.
Did
It's
you
like they?
Did you see this new show that they're coming out with?
Duckman.
They're doing they did.
Wait, Duckman. Yeah, I like Duckman.
Oh my God, Duckman.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, they did Fairly Odd Parents, like this live action show where they were flying around, and it was very bizarre. But now they're going back and doing an all new animated Fairly Odd Parents called Fairly Odd Parents Rewished, I think it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh? I gotta look into that, because admittedly I did fall out of love with Fairly Odd Parents. Like the later seasons were just so odd to me.
No, after Poof came along, I just kind of was like out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I just like it was that.
Let's be honest, there were jumping sharks left and right in that show.
Yeah. It's like Wanda and Cosmo had a baby. What?
Yeah. It's so weird.
Now there's a dog, and now there's a kid who wants to, share Cosmo and Wanda.
Yeah.
It was a mess.
It just, I mean, when you do a show for so long, though, that kind of, I mean, look at even like SpongeBob, right? Like, so many people are like, yeah, I liked SpongeBob, like season 2, season 3. That's like peak SpongeBob. And after the first movie, everything kind of went downhill. But that was because,
not gonna lie,
Steven Hillenburg wanted the show to end after the movie. Like that was his kind of goal. And Nickelodeon was like, no. Do you know how much that sponge makes us? I don't think so. So yeah, I just I think if a show goes on for just a little too long, it can really
like look at The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Well,
it changed. It really did.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It had that edge when it first came out, but then when shows like Family Guy and South Park started coming in left and right, that edge started to dull and dull and dull, and now it's like the most wholesome thing on Fox right now.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Really? So it's like a wholesome fest, or?
It's not like
pretty much, yeah.
Like compared to shows like South Park or Family Guy, The Simpsons is definitely, I guess, I hate to even admit to say this, but it's kind of like the Disneyfied adult show out there, right? Like, I mean,
Interesting.
It's yeah. I mean,
well, Disney does technically own them, so it does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
They do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So
I forgot about that.
So I think so did Disney, and maybe that's a good thing. So yeah, oh my goodness,
like
But yeah.
Go
ahead. Judging by the amount of shows that you listed, I can definitely say, Mr. Ray, you're a man of good taste.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of cheating. I'm looking in the chat too. I mean, like, because they reminded me of some more. I love Rocco's Modern Life, Angry Beavers,
Invader Zim.
Oh yeah, Invader Zim. I like that one. I like some Invader Zim.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it sucks.
Titans.
Oh, Teen Titans, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Teen Titans.
Oh yeah.
The original, the OG Teen Titans, not the GO Teen Titans.
I will
never go. Never go.
I will give Teen Titans Go one pass and one pass alone, and that is because they brought back Freakazoid.
Wait, what?
They brought.
See, I've never watched that show. You telling me this just makes me want to put down my headphones and walk out of the room.
No, come back!
No, please.
These people are gonna leave. Malcolm, the hell!
I'm back.
I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at Malcolm. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you,
Wait,
Malcolm.
what?
The other Malcolm.
Not you, the other you. The bear! I'm yelling at the bear! Damn it! But anyway.
We'll never leave this house.
Yeah, it was one of the last things that Ed Asner did before he passed away. Because he was Cosgrove in Freakazoid. And they brought Paul Rugg back to help write it and to voice Freakazoid, and they did it justice. I can't knock them for it, right? I really can't. Like, and I'll give a bunch of the old, like OKKO is another one that is kind of like one of the newer shows that I think did a pretty good job with like crossovers. Like they had a Sonic the Hedgehog crossover.
That one was pretty cool.
Yeah. And what's
really?
Yes, they did. Sonic and Tails showed up. And
what? They honestly they suited the style of the show too. Like I think they did a really good job incorporating that.
And the main bad guy is voiced by Jim Cummings, and he said, "I hate that hedgehog," and it just was like, oh my god, sad AM vibes all over that.
So it sounds like there was somebody smart in that writing room.
Yes.
Teen Titans Go. There was somebody.
Yeah. Well, that was okay.
doing-
The Sonic crossover over.
Titans will be like fine if they didn't rub in my face that they are not the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, they're very meta.
It's like, oh yes, we're bringing back the original Teen Titans, and then they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Like, I don't know. I have not really sat down and dedicated a significant amount of time to watching Go. But like,
I have, and I can tell you for a fact You are not missing a damn thing.
He's so mad. Oh my goodness.
Malcolm is like just.
Let me just crack my knuckles real quick. Let me tell you about Teen Titans Go.
And we're out of time.
He's ready to shut it down. I'm like, really? Freakazoid?
Yeah.
Sonic and Tails?
Well,
I'm ready to go check it out.
Sonic and Tails was OKKO. That was a totally different show.
Oh,
that wasn't
my
Go.
bad.
No, that's okay. We were jumbled up, so I just wanted to clarify that. But the other part of OKKO that I really liked was remember Scooby-Doo and the Witches School?
Yes, the Ghoul
the
School.
Ghoul School. Yeah.
I love Ghoul School.
Those characters came back on that show as well too, which was kind of like they know what they're doing over there when they're given permission to have fun with it. Like they get it, right? And what's kind of cool is my buddy Conrad Montgomery actually produced OKKO as well. So that's kind of that's a neat little. He also I'm gonna brag about him. I've known Conrad Montgomery for what year is it? Almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. I met him when I was at the Art Institute. He's the first person that I ever pitched Chucky Chicken to. At the time, he was a recruiter for Walt Disney Television Animation, and he taught me how to pitch. So it don't get no better than that. So I said, I have an idea, and it's kind of a throwback to Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. His eyeballs went up into his forehead. He goes, Oswald, oh my God, I need to hear this. And he lovingly took the time. I made him a Chucky Chicken t-shirt, which apparently he still has to this day, and he still works out in it, which is super awesome. And I pitched it to him, and he said, it's a cute concept, but nobody's going to want to watch a black and white cartoon with no sound that's kind of old-timey and old-fashioned. They want something that's hip. And keep in mind that this was maybe 10 years before Cuphead and Bendy and the Ink Machine changed the world.
Yeah.
So, so ironically enough, 10 years later, he's working at Cartoon Network. He's the VP of like the creative side of Cartoon Network, producing OKKO, Apple and Onion, and ironically enough, Steven Universe. And I didn't know this. I didn't watch any of those shows at the time. I'm just like, I'm not going to watch Cartoon Network. I'm an animation purist. Anyway, moving right along with that. So I pitched to him again, and he told me, all right, this looks better, but if you came to us with like a YouTube following, that would be even better, right? And by the time I got a YouTube following, Cartoon Network had shut down.
Damn.
And he got a job. I think he's the VP of Nickelodeon right now. So.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's still awesome.
Yeah.
That is very awesome.
So I would like to maybe see if the third time is a charm. That'd be kind of neat. Just saying. We'll see.
Get that Nickelodeon backing for Chucky Chicken.
Get the Nickelodeon. Yeah. I mean, I would say like the same network that aired Tiny Toons and Animaniacs for me. It sucks because I'm older than all y'all, right? I'm in my mid-30s. So I remember, I'm 36.
Oh, yeah, you are a
35,
little. Just 35. A little bit.
A little. Yeah, you're 33?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember Disney Channel.
Listen, so am I.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, sweet.
I remember when Disney Channel was still running like DuckTales and Chip and Dale and Tailspin and Goof Troop and the Mickey Mouse Club with Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, right? I remember watching those. You know, I remember when the Disney Channel logo was the mouse head in the box with the scan lines. Oh my God.
Dude, so do I.
Yeah.
My parents had like, premium cable back in the day, and back in those days, Disney Channel was premium cable.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But anyway, moving right along. So we watched Tiny Toons and Animaniacs when it aired on Nickelodeon, I think. Either that or Channel 26, The U. WCIU, Channel 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, which also had Pokemon back in the day.
Jackie Chan Adventures.
That's right. And my earliest memories of cartoondom, watching Garfield and Friends, and then right after Garfield was The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog at like 8:30 at night, and that was the last thing that we watched before we went to bed. And that was one of my most darling memories, was all of us on the couch watching The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on UPN 50. Yeah, I'm old.
Hey, I was doing the same thing probably at the same time. Yeah, we had to tune into the same. Isn't that something to think about? Like, we were probably tuned in at the same time, watching the same stuff.
Right. It's insane. And now here we are. Like, it's so bizarre. Like, the people that we grew up watching, right? Like, I remember when I first spoke with Tom Ruger, the first thing I said was, thank you for my childhood. Like, thank you for making these awesome cartoons that now have inspired me to make cartoons. And now I have the amazing opportunity to not only make cartoons for like the kids of my generation, like my nieces, my nephews, you know, my friends' kids, but I get to do it with the guy who made my childhood. Like, it's
right.
It's super cool. But it is, you know, and it's so bizarre because like, and that's one thing that I'm trying to do. I don't know. Have you ever been to the Chicago Film Office in downtown, Malcolm? Have you, in the Cultural Arts Center?
Yeah. I stopped through there.
I was just there last Thursday. Actually, that's why I wasn't on stream last Thursday. Sorry, guys. Bigger fish to fry. Not that you are, you know, not that I don't love you. Not that I don't love you. Please don't go away. Wow, we went from 19 to 13 viewers. That's kind of sad. Anyway.
Like, probably using the bathroom.
Probably.
Yeah.
But my goal is to bring animation to Chicago in a bigger way. You know what I mean? Like, that was actually, you know what? That's a question that I wanted to ask you. After you got done with school and you got your training, you got your degree, Saberwing, shut up with my ivory tower. I am not in no ivory tower, okay? Jeez. For heaven's sake. I love you. Anyway. Why did, like, how come you didn't make the move to LA?
Oh, yeah. It's interesting. Because, like, I didn't know what to do after I graduated. And so I just straight up asked one of my teachers, like, who is now my mentor, Deb. I was like, so I'm like, what do I do? How do I break into this industry? And so she set me down and said, well, how much do you want to do this? And I'm like, I love this. I want to do this, you know, for a living if possible. And so she was like, okay. She was like, you know what, Malcolm, I like you a lot. So let's put together a demo. And so she helped me put together a demo. She showed it to her agents and they ended up becoming my agents as well. And so I just kind of ended up being in Chicago because I had a lot of roots here. And not long after I got my agent, this is before I even auditioned for Channel Awesome, because not long after I got my agent, I auditioned for Channel Awesome's demo reel.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just like ended up getting involved in that, which is funny because I found out about the auditions for Channel Awesome in one of my radio production classes.
No kidding.
Yeah. So it was interesting. Sheila, we were classmates in radio production one. She's a great voice actress in her own right as well. And so, yeah, I was watching her work on this video. I'm like, why are you putting together a video? I thought we were working on this audio project. And she was like, oh, you didn't hear? Like, Channel Awesome's hosting auditions. And I'm like, wow, really? They're still making stuff? Because I've completely lost track of Doug when YouTube was steadily taking down, you know, any videos for any reason.
Right.
And I didn't realize that he had set up a whole ass website.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I found out about the auditions. I was up until 5 a.m. putting together something because it was the deadline, and it was actually Rob's wife that saw my submission and like urged them to check me out, and
No kidding.
the rest is history. Yeah, and so like long story short, I didn't go to LA because I had so much going on in Chicago that I didn't expect to have happen. And while going to LA is the dream, because that's where everything is, I had to look at things from a more fiscal perspective. I'm like, what is feasible? What can I do right now? I've already got, my agent here in Chicago, which now they opened up an office in California not too long ago, a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so that's really cool. So that's slowly becoming more viable. But back then, it was just like, yeah, I got my agent here. I'm working with this production company. Might as well, go ahead and make my resume a little more hefty before I go trying out a different city. And now it's just kind of like, well, do you have to go to LA anymore? That's a bit of a question now. It's like, do you have to? With the advent of technology, being able to communicate with people from anywhere in the world, you can work remotely now. So,
and it's and not only that, but now I don't know if you know about this, but they're building a movie studio in Chicago.
Really?
North of Chicago, I think they're investing $6 billion into a motion picture studio. Where, unlike CineSpace, where they repurposed a bunch of factories, it was the old Carson Prairie Scott warehouses back in the day. They took all those and they turned that into CineSpace Studios in downtown Chicago. Now they're so they're building 7 new sound stages just north of the city.
No way.
Yeah, that's what they talked about at that meeting that I was at a week ago.
Okay. I need to be. See, you think I would be more in the loop with this stuff too?
I'm actually a member of the Independent Filmmakers Alliance of Chicago, so I get to go to a lot of these super secret meetings. And,
I'm in SAG, and I get notifications from meetings.
Oh, SAG. We don't like
the
SAG.
fact that Michael is like, I'm part of the association. You didn't tell me anything.
Listen, I gotta keep some cards to my chest, okay? I can't just be dealing everything out. But yes,
that's so cool. I didn't know that about wow. We gotta talk, Michael.
Listen, I take risks. I do the research because I truly do, right? I believe that Chicago is going to become the next big epicenter for film. And I'll tell you why.
I believe that too, honestly.
LA is way too damn expensive, right?
Yep.
To live, to do anything. They have so much bureaucratic red tape over there. It's like
I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah, Santa Clarita right here. The only good thing about California is Disneyland. If they took that, wherever they put Disneyland next, if they uprooted the original California park and put it somewhere, I will go there forever and just forget about California. But
you know what's funny?
What?
Really quick,
please.
Now that you've mentioned that there were talks because Florida's looking kind of rough right now. If you know, you know.
Yes.
And so Disney Disney World specifically, they've been looking for another place to kind of potentially move if things get too hairy. And they were looking at places in northern Illinois.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
I have been championing that for so many years. I've always said there is plenty of space in Illinois. You go west, You have all of these soybean fields, all of these corn fields. Like Sorghum, exactly. 100%. Like, you get rid of all them sorghum fields and you can put yourself a theme park, you know? And it's insane because, little bit of the Michael lore, I used to work at this place called the Fox River Resort in Sheridan, Illinois. You've never heard of Sheridan, Illinois. It's right by Norway, Illinois, which was...
What's that?
It's the oldest Norwegian... it's actually the oldest Norwegian settlement in the United States.
See, I didn't even know that.
Which is pretty... Yeah, it's in the middle of...
There was Norway, Illinois.
Yeah, it's... I gotta get my little sensor here. Hold on. It's in the middle of nowhere, Illinois. So... but there's this multi-million-dollar timeshare. And I used to work there for 5 years selling timeshare for this company called Silverleaf. It's now owned by the Holiday Inn. But Saberwing goes, silly chicken. Norway is in Europe, not Illinois. I know where I live! Anyway. So I've always said, like, why can't we have, like, a big theme park in this part of the state? Like, we have Six Flags Great America in Gurnee that has been there for nearly, get this, 50 years.
Yep.
Wow.
And
it'll be 50 years in the year.
Yeah, and 1976 is when it opened. So I am still in the camp of, like, and Disney has tried before. Like, they tried to do this park called Disney's America. So long story short, when Eisner was still running the company and he was in this whole, like, we can do anything better than anybody, he thought that Disney could do America better than America could. So he wanted to build a patriotic America-themed theme park in Gettysburg.
Oh.
Needless to say, it did not go well.
Yeah.
The only thing...
Those are the moments say, oh.
Like, it's like, could you imagine if they went with this and they were like, did you know that underneath this park, the blood of Americans bled, trudged this land during the Civil War? Well, if you didn't, you can learn all about it at this gift shop. And by the way, Mickey Mouse is next door in a Confederate outfit. Go get a hug.
That would be a haunted theme park. Undoubtedly.
It would be.
Oh my God. So the only thing that stopped him was Disneyland Paris.
It will be memorable.
Oh my God. Disneyland Paris, Frank Wells' death, and he had a heart attack that forced him to go into quadruple bypass surgery in 1994. Wow. Those three things were the only thing that stopped him from doing this.
Oh,
which is
wow.
Which is insane to think about.
A little bit of Disney history today.
Oh my God. Saberwing, oh my God, are you a Chicago guy too? He says Six Flags Great America, Memories of the Wizard and Iron Wolf.
Oh, yeah, rest in peace, the Wizard and Iron
gosh.
Wolf. They tore those two down.
I know they did. And that and Shockwave. That was so sad.
Shockwave.
That was the first thing that you saw when you went to the park, the big blue track. And
yeah,
now,
I rode it like once.
So I rode the Superman. I went on it. Okay, I'll share the story because it's a funny story. I went to Six Flags for the first time in like 5 years, a couple of years ago, like right after COVID. And I went with my cousin. Now, I've put on a little bit of weight since the last time I went to Great America. I could ride all the rides back then. This previous time, I was having some trouble. And
Wait a minute. This is exactly the super dangerous place.
It can be.
It almost was like this.
Because I see a lot of video essays about
Yeah.
Six Flags. Well, Great America, believe it or not, is actually the best of all the Six Flags theme parks.
Yeah, it's had the least amount of like
accidents.
Yeah,
So-
like at least once they end up with injuring or
Right.
like unaliving people.
Yeah. So I get onto so it's me and my cousin. We're waiting for like an hour and a half to get on the Superman ride. And the thing is, like, if it latches, you're good. If it clicks, it's good, right? So they were trying to get this thing to click on me. It was so close. And the guy...
Well, you won't fly off.
What? What'd you say, Tito?
If it clicks, you won't fly off.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So this guy
Ideally.
is literally like pile driving this thing into me, trying to get it to click. Like it was like
mush you down into the seat.
Meanwhile, it looks like that I'm like having the paddles like hitting me, like trying to rejuvenate me, and it just like it was the most embarrassing, horrific, yet hilarious. Like there were people in the queue. I shit you not. They were on the floor laughing hysterically from my misfortune of this guy just like he was getting some anger out. Somebody must have made him mad because he was taking all of that anger that he held out on me. He's like, all right, this fat bastard wants to get on this ride. Go! I'm like, oh my god, stop!
Just trying to slam the restraint.
It was
like, were you okay? Like this, I feel like this had to like hurt a little bit. Like slamming this into your body.
I'm okay. I'm okay now. The only thing that hurt was my pride, because I did not make it under the ride. All of that, I didn't even get on the damn ride.
All of that.
Yeah.
It's the physical and. Go ahead.
I can't say the same thing did not happen to me in my Six Flags. As you know, I live in Santa Clarita, so we have Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Ooh.
So I tried to get on a ride called Tatsu that basically suspends you from air and lays you on your stomach while you're in the ground.
That's the Superman ride
in midair.
Yeah, that's Superman.
Yeah, like a Superman ride. So yeah, they basically tried to pile drive the. What you say?
Well, one more time.
Go ahead, Tino. Say that again.
Didn't someone like get beheaded in the Superman ride?
Probably another Flags. Not Great America.
No, that was the Batman ride.
At Great America?
Yeah, somebody crawled the fence trying to get their hat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, see, okay. Yeah, so Tino, that wasn't like anything on the park's fault. Like somebody like went into an area where you're not supposed to go.
Yeah.
Like they went directly in the path of the coaster, and like they were just right there.
That was a "don't be stupid" moment. So
There's a part in Argentina where they say that the same story, but they say, "Oh, it was a guy here." It's just copying and pasting the same story.
Oh yeah.
People don't jump fences.
Well, it's some people they
Of course. I mean, I didn't jump any fence.
I mean, snapbacks apparently are really expensive. I wouldn't know. I don't own any. But...
Wait, there's a snapback right next to you, Chucky. Isn't that a snapback?
Dang it! It's even got my name on it.
I got your very own Chucky Chicken Snapback today.
Now available for sale at chuckychickencartoons.com/fourthwall. Anyway. Play the ad again! No, I'm kidding. Sorry about that, folks.
They basically did the same. I basically had the same experience as Chucky, where they had to, pile drive the latch onto me, and I ended up not riding the ride at all, but my sister did. But
Y'all can call me Mike, you know that, right?
I kind of have some personal mixed feelings with Six Flags anyway, so it's no skin off my face.
Well, listen, as long as I can fit in the rides at Disneyland, I'm fine. I don't need to go. I mean, I would love to be able to go back to Great America and ride The American Eagle. That was the one I could fit in. I couldn't believe it. The American Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
Is
How is it?
Oh, it's horrifying, but it's amazing. It's fantastic. I love it.
Like 4 years ago, I was scared to go on it. Because that's the oldest coaster, y'all.
Yeah.
The American Eagle is the first coaster that it opened with the park, and it's made of wood.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So this 50-year-old coaster, it's still kicking apparently.
Yeah, oh my God, it's a staple of Great America, right? That's the first thing you see when you're driving by the park.
Yep, it's big.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the longest. It was the highest drop in the world at one point. It's a dueling coaster, which means there's two trains on two tracks at the same time, and they actually at some point I did turn Malcolm down a little bit. My apologies about that, folks. They turn the cars backwards, so they'll run the trains backwards. So you're riding like down the hill, you're looking up instead of going down. It's horrifying, but it's so the best.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's so much fun. I love the American Eagle. If they ever, it'll be the saddest day in the world if they ever tear that down.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say something. It seems like weird to think that roller coasters have been here since the 1800s.
Oh yeah, like the thrill, like
imagine this.
Go ahead.
Big dresses.
Yeah.
Roller coaster. It's kind of weird to think about.
Well, if you think about it, the greatest thrill in the world, like you ride on those rides because it's the closest you'll get to death without actually going through it. If you think about it, right? Like it simulates danger. You're
morbid point, but yeah.
Yeah, like you're
the
on
adrenaline, yeah.
You're on the top of that hill. You're looking down, and you're going, "I'm in danger." And like, it's horrifying, but you get out of it alive.
What's horrifying?
Yeah, you
have like a manual stop.
Yeah.
It's basically a person holding the manual stop.
But
there was a person right standing there.
Yeah.
The whole ride. In case something goes awry.
Oh my gosh. There's videos of like Coney Island where they had some of the first roller coasters where the carts were literally going off the track and like flipping. Like,
oh my God.
It's insane. Like, we should put some of that in Chucky Chicken now that I think about it.
Ooh, some coasters?
The news.
Heck yeah. 100%.
In the radio news, it's just talking about roller coasters.
Woo!
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I've always been a proponent of having a Disney park up here, and if I was gonna have, okay, we've all been to Disney. I'm assuming Elias and Tino. I don't think. Have you guys been to Disney before, or?
I've been like once when I was like younger. I think maybe.
Oh. And Tino, you haven't been to Disney before?
I mean, no, I've never been outside my country.
Oh, well.
It's okay, someday.
All right, well.
Yeah, honestly, all you gotta do is like if you go and check out like some of the YouTube videos that people do like tours of Disney, it kind of gives you an idea of what it's like.
Yeah, that's true.
The idea that I had to be like several days to see it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will say this though, there is nothing like going to the actual place. Like even
At the very least 3 days.
Yeah.
Or minimum.
Yeah. All I'm saying is like if they rebuild Disneyland in California in the Midwest, I'm never leaving. I have no reason to leave, right? Like unless to go to the beach, right? I'm cool.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine like a Disney mascot going, "Sir, you cannot leave the premises. We sold you several times to
Yo, did you see that video of this guy sleeping on a park bench at Disneyland and Mickey Mouse tried to wake him up? and he could, like, the park had closed, and they thought, oh, we're gonna surprise him by having Mickey tap him on the shoulder and wake him up, and he'd be like, oh, hi, Mickey. Oh, I guess the park's closed, huh? he didn't wake up for Mickey. As a matter of fact, security had to wake him up, and he was passed out drunk. So...
Oh yeah, people get.
Waking up and seeing like a huge mascot. It's kind of terrifying.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, waking up sloshed. Disneyland, seeing a giant Mickey looming over you.
Oh shit! Around and going, jeez.
Did I wish upon a star?
Oh my god. Oh my lord. I could tell you horror stories of people that I know that went to Disney and just had horror. You just reminded me of this. Another stream, another time. But anywho, this has been so much fun, and I want to hang out with you guys more after the stream here. So,
got a little bit of time. I probably got to bounce soon.
Okay, that's fine. So we will tell you what. We'll go ahead and we'll wrap this up here real quickly. But before we go, real quick, Tino Turkey.
Yeah.
Malcolm, what else are you working on now that you're excited about? And do you have anything you want to plug real quick, or plug away? What do you got going on?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so I am in Lackadaisy, of course.
Of course.
Nostalgia Critic. We stream now. We're gonna be moving our stream schedule around a little bit, but I will be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. I play video games, so at twitch.tv/channelawesome. I will be streaming there on Friday, but next week I'll be switching to Thursday evenings at 6, from like 6 to 10, I think. But yeah, come check me out tomorrow at is it twitch.tv? Yeah, it's twitch.tv, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, twitch.tv/channelawesome. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be playing some video games and chatting and being way less PG. I remember to put on my PG, graces when I'm in certain groups.
Well,
I dropped a few.
Listen, go ahead.
Yeah, I dropped a few curses. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So did Mike.
I did too. Listen, it's my stream. I can do whatever the hell I want. Listen, I try and keep it a family-friendly audience here because I know there's a lot of folks who, are, they appreciate it. So I do my best. But
yeah,
I fuck up every once in a while. It happens. It's all good.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah. So it's all good. That's why I got the, so.
Oh yes.
So I love that. It works, and it's Clarence too, so that makes it even better. So, but anyway, yeah. So there you have it. Go ahead.
Oh, and check out Black Sands Entertainment. That's Black Sands Entertainment. They are on Instagram. It's an upcoming ancient Egyptian, fantastical style, shonen anime. It's really cool. Right now there is a side-scrolling beat-em-up RPG coming out. So yeah, just go to Instagram, blacksandsentertainment.com. Or not Black. Well, yeah, they do have a website as well. But yeah, Black Sands Entertainment is the name of the franchise. Yeah, really cool.
That's fantastic. So
I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We will leave links in the description. Malcolm, it has been both Ray and Thomas. It has been an absolute pleasure.
Awesome.
Having both of you here. A Malcolm in the Middle episode. I think I'm going to rename this to Malcolm's in the Middle.
Malcolm's in the Middle.
I love it.
New thumbnail and everything. Thank you, fellas, so much for tuning in with us. This has been so cool, and thank you
for having me.
Oh, anytime. You are welcome. And now that you're streaming on Thursdays, we're gonna have to find a new day to do this. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's right.
We'll talk.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, to all of you lovely folks who are still here watching, please go and check out Black Sands Entertainment. Check out Channel Awesome. Go show both Malcolms a lot of love. We adore these guys so much. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified anytime that we do one of these streams. As y'all know, you'll never know when I stream. I'll just put on the thing and start drawing for you. I did it last week. I'll do it again. You know?
Do it.
I will. Don't tell me what to do. I'll do it.
Whose office is this?
How'd I get in here? Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that you check out all of the stuff that we talked about today. And for the Cluckin Crew live stream, I'm Mike Cook.
I'm Elias.
And Tano.
You know?
I'm
Malcolm.
I am also Malcolm and Tino.
And
I am Malcolm Thomas.
And we are out of time. Thank you so much, folks, and we'll catch you all on the flip. And for that's all, folks.